Good evening, ladies and gentlemen from near and far, viewing us on Facebook and YouTube as we broadcast live from our studio in Broad Channel, Queens. We'd like to welcome you to our 13th edition of the DJs at Work Virtual Trivia Challenge. We've got a lot in store for you tonight as we quiz you on all things Shilelagh, and we can't wait to get right to it. Now, I'd like to introduce to you New York's favorite quizmaster. Here's Jamesy.
Hey, thanks so much, Timmy. Great to be back with you guys, and happy July to everyone. Welcome once again to the DJs at Work Virtual Trivia Challenge, coming to you live from Broad Channel tonight. I know we have some familiar faces, but we have some new faces we're adding to the crowd. Yes, as you can see, I had a drink in my hand. So things are going to be a little different tonight than they have been in the past. Want to welcome all of those Shilelagh fans that might be joining us for their first time here ever. This is our 13th edition and the most special one we've done yet, as we're doing it in conjunction with the Bare Knuckle Band, New York's thirstiest band, Shilelagh. So we're going to explain how things work around here really soon. There's two different ways to score along with us. For the teams that have registered with us, there is virtual points that you can earn. If you haven't registered and are just playing along for fun, there are phantom points you can earn as well. You keep the phantom points at home, we'll keep the virtual points here, and at the end of the night, we'll see how we all did. Again, we're playing for fun and laughs. We're going to give everybody their first opportunity to earn phantom bonus points. You'll be able to earn 3,000 of them in a second, and I'm going to explain how. The newcomers, we start our show off every week with some musical talent. You'll get 3,000 virtual bonus points if you can sing along to the next song. Now, it's not a Shilelagh song yet. Next song will be performed by one of DJs at Work's own and an essential worker who works for the Department of Sanitation. Yes, one of the strongest. That is our man, DJ Gary Suglia, who will lead us along in a tune we are sure everybody is familiar with. So, for folks at home, as we wait for our trivia friends and family to join us, sing along. Here are the early bird 3,000 virtual points. Sing along with Gary. Take it away, please, Gary.
Hey, hey, hey. Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see your troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. All right, have a great night.
Thank you so much, Gary. Yes. Now, for the newcomers, give yourselves 3,000 virtual points. And for everybody else who made it here on the early bird special, you get those points too, as long as you were singing along. So I'm going to explain to you guys how we're working things tonight. We've switched up our format. It's just slightly to accommodate the live rock and roll music of Shilelagh. So I'm going to explain that, and then we'll go from there. We're going to ask 12 questions tonight. Our first, and we're going to ask them in our usual PPP format, but we've switched that up once again. The first 5 questions we'll ask one question at a time. You should have a registration form at home. Do not send in that registration form until after we've asked the 5th question. That is our preliminary round. We then have a playoff round. That tonight will be questions 6, 7, 8, and 9. So those questions we will ask one at a time, and then you will send in your answers, and an automatically generated form will be emailed back to you. For questions 10, 11, and 12, it will be party time. And for those, we'll ask for your answers to be put up in the comment section, either on Facebook or YouTube, whatever medium you are watching us on. Again, before the game gets to questions 10, 11, and 12, do not put your answers up in the comment section. You'll ruin the fun for everybody else. That pretty much solves the way our format works. Want to remind you guys, when we play this game without Shilelagh, we mix our own music. Sometimes we mix music that can be clues to the answers to the songs. Sometimes we try to throw you off track. Shilelagh is along for the ride, and they promise to do the same thing tonight. So sometimes the music and the songs that will be performing will be clues, but as often as they could be clues, they might try to trip you up. As much as you can't trust us, don't trust them tonight. All right, I'm in the mood to rock and roll with Shilelagh, and I'm not doing this alone. You heard that voice from God? That was my brother Tim. He's one of the Tims working on the show tonight. Cheers to you, Tim. If you are playing at home tonight, we'll make another special rule. You get 1,000 phantom bonus points for every time we do a little cheers. We have a little social. There's another Tim, but from here on out, I'm going to call him Dos Equis because he is one of the most interesting men in the world. Always reminds me of those old commercials. And that is Tim Henning. He's down in the bunker in Bell Harbor. He's in more than a Shilelagh mood. There we go, brother. Tim is going to explain a little further to you guys exactly how we do things here. Tim, take it away, pal.
Thank you, Jamesy. Look forward to having a little fun with everybody tonight, especially with our Shilelagh theme and the great band and the tunes that I look forward to hearing coming up. Folks, I know we do see a lot of returning teams, but I see that there are also many new teams that are here joining us, especially for Shilelagh. We extend a very big falcha out to you guys. Welcome, everybody. Folks, want to let you know, as Jamesy just said, questions 1 through 5 are our first round. They are our preliminary round. As he said, please do not submit your answers until Jamesy finishes reading the question for question number 5. Once he finishes reading question number 5, please submit those answers. As soon as you submit those answers on whatever device you're using, whether it's an iPad, iTunes, iPhone, iPad, computer, any device you're using, you will get an automatic response. In a second, you will see the graphic. There you go. There's your automatic response. On that automatic response, there will be a link. You see that link in blue? You click on that link, and that will let you enter your answer for question number 6. Again, obviously, wait till Jamesy asks the question before you submit your answers. And then once you submit your answer for question number 6, follow the prompts until you get all the way to question number 9. As Jamesy said, after question number 9, you don't have to worry about submitting any of your answers formally. You can do so once we enter the party round via the chat on YouTube and or Facebook, however you're choosing to watch us right now. Similar to what Jamesy said about the music sometimes being played to trick you or sometimes to help you, sometimes the graphics that we put on our answer form are there for the same thing as well. Sometimes the graphics that we put are there to give you a little bit of help. Sometimes they're to trick you. That's for you guys to have to figure out. The most important thing, it's all about having fun tonight. So again, welcome everybody. I look forward to playing with you all and having a lot of fun. And a special welcome to all of our fans and friends from Shilelagh.
Cheers. Shantya. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tim.
Bottoms up.
We're going to take our time tonight and enjoy every minute of this. Now, that was Dos, and that's what I'm going to call him for this tonight. You see on the other side, my other shoulder, is our other Tim. That's my little brother, Timmy Tubbs. He's along for the ride tonight as well as he is helping us out. For those of you guys watching along on YouTube or Facebook, we love for you to comment. We love reading the comments, and we will respond back to as many as we can. You can just let us know your team name, let us know you're here, break our chops, break your own chops, break each other's chops, whatever it is. We're out for the ride. We're out for some fun. We're out to have a blast tonight. So you've met the three of us, but besides the band, we have a couple of other very special cast members we'd like to introduce to you. One of these cast members has worked with Shilelagh probably for decades, probably way back when he had hair. And the other one, he's probably, there he is. There's the truck driver. And our garçon tonight. That is our man. Whoa, look at Duff. There he is. Kahal, he's ready. He could be the 6th member. That is our man, Kahal Moore. He is located over in Woodside, maybe Sunnyside. Kahal, we'll get your mic up later. We don't want to break anybody's speakers at this point of the evening. Yeah, yeah, we
What?
stick to the strings, pal. Oh, there he
Oh,
is. There he is. And we've got our man Jack Rasson over in the French Alps enjoying the balmy weather and the ski slopes at this time of year. Jack will check in later. That's a pretty good rendition of him there. Again, want to thank. Oh, it looks like Denny almost there, Kahal. I don't know if Denny would be too happy trying to take his role in the band. But so that's Tim, that's Dose, that's Kahal, that's Jack. You're going to meet the rest of the band in a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to send it over to the two Tims as they do a little roll call as we check in. Again, love to see those comments. Who do we have on board for with us, guys?
All righty. We have lots of teams. I'm going to be shouting them out in roll call. Feel free to cheer yourselves on at home, throw yourselves in the comment section, and break each other's chops. So here we go. From the Bungalow Bar, we have a team of ladies that I know very well, rocking and rolling in the cabana right now. And that is the 146 Babes. Good luck tonight. And No Mean Jeans got serious Shilelagh skills. Then another team from Bungalow Bar. We're going to hop over the Cross Bay Bridge and head on over and welcome the 15th Road Mafia. They have an advantage as well as they are some off the boat and for some first generation Irish folks. Then we have, I like this team name tonight. C is for Cookie. We want to welcome Kevin, who joined us tonight with his team name Entenmann's Louisiana Crunch Cake. Welcome, welcome. We have Flynn's in tonight, and guess what? They're viewing us on YouTube. They're going to see maybe a little bit of a better video quality, but definitely better sound quality and definitely better talent quality tonight with Shilelagh. Welcome, Flynn's in. We have the Fossils from Bungalow. Again, they got married at Bungalow. They play with us every week. Welcome, Fossils. We have the Junkyard Dogs from Bungalow as well. Welcome, welcome, Junkyard Dogs. We have Kevin representing America tonight. Yes, welcome, welcome, America. We have the House Cats. The House Cats are here week in and week out. We have my man Sean representing the Bungalow, a bigwig from Bungalow and a bigwig from BC, and that is Tiz himself. We also have another team from Uptown, the Parts 146 as well, and that's Tony and Lily. Thank you for playing tonight, guys. Enjoy and good luck. And then we have another team from the channel who is representing Bungalow as well. And watch out, folks, because that team's name is We Googled Shilelagh. All right, so those are the teams from Bungalow. Let's head on over to the junction. We're heading on east a little bit, east past the Rockaway Peninsula. I'm heading over the junction, and we're going to shout out the reigning team of the week last week. Those are the Sandwiches. Welcome back. We also have two teams from White Plains tonight who should be familiar with Shilelagh as well, and that is Dr. Andy's and Roxy Music. Always both tough, competitive teams. Then we're going to head over to Lockyard. We're heading over to Bay Ridge. And yeah. Very familiar parts. And here comes the Lockyard crew. We have Fine By Me, who almost took it home last week. We have Our Jeans Don't Fit. We have the Quizard of Oz. We have Team Discovery Channel. And of course, joining us every week, Team Eggy. Now we have a whole bunch of teams from Parts Unknown. My favorite teams in the house. Teams from playing from all over the place. Parts Unknown. Big shout out to Ginger Juice, even though I kind of know where you're from. So we're going to put you back in a Bungalow Bar. But Ginger Juice, you're on Parts Unknown. We're going to place you in a Bungalow Bar. From Parts Unknown, we have Elvis Juice. Hello, Elvis Juice. Elvis Juice from Parts Unknown by way of the neck. All right. We have another team from Parts Unknown, which I believe is also from out east. And that is Freddie Says Go Rams. That's right, folks. Go Rams. We have two more teams that joined us tonight. That would be Rusty's Raiders and the Gale Storms. And joining us very late out of the gate is Team PB&J. So, folks, those are the teams competing tonight for fun. We hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for playing. Good luck and enjoy this very special Shilelagh night. Ooh.
About to start the game off. Again, questions 1 through 5 we will ask before you send in that answer sheet. We're going to invite the lead singer of Shilelagh, our man Rich Popovic, to ask our first law tune. Sometimes, folks, we play, for those who have played with us in the past, we play 1.5 to 2 minutes of each song. Tonight, for all of our enjoyment, we're going to play each of the Shilelagh songs, or let each of the Shilelagh songs play till their entirety or for their entirety. So sing along if you know them, get to know them if you don't. Here we go with question number 1, which will be worth 1,000 virtual points. And by the way, here's a shot at making up another 1,000 phantom points. Hey, take it away for us, Rich, with question number 1.
While Shilelagh is known as a New York band, their first 3 albums were recorded in a different state. Which of the following states were they recorded in? New Jersey, New Hampshire, Vermont, or Connecticut?
That's a tough one, Rich. Thanks. New Jersey, Vermont, New Hampshire, or Connecticut. And we made it a little trickier for you. You've got to know the outline of the state. All right, boys, back in the studio. Take it away. Is this song going to be a clue or not? If you know it, sing along, folks. Denny, what do we got for us?
I'll sing you a song of days long ago, when people from Galway and the county Mayo and all over Ireland came over to stay.
Sound good, boys.
They took up a new life in America. They were ever so happy, ever so sad. Go old in a new world, to good times and bad. The parties and weddings, the carries and waves. When New York was Irish, full of joys and heartbreaks.
Boys sound great, don't they?
We on the subways, we ran the saloons, we built all the bridges, we played all the tunes, we put out the fires and controlled City Hall. We started with nothing and wound up with it all. They were ever so happy, ever so sad. Grow old in a new world, to good times and bad. The parties and weddings, carries and ways. When New York was Irish, for the joys and heartbreaks. You could travel from Kingsbridge, from Queens to Midtown, from High Ridge to Bay Ridge, from uptown to down, from the east side to the seaside, sweet summer seas. We made New York City our island of dreams. They were ever so happy, ever so sad. Grow old in a new world, to good times and bad. The parties and weddings, the candies and ways. When New York was Irish, full of joys and heartbreak.
Turn it up. Hope the greenhouse is rocking right now. Forgot how much I love these guys. Look and see your comments.
Now brittle with time are the people I cherished when the city was mine. Oh,
Big shout
how
out
I
to the
long all those radiant smiles. Oh, I long for the days when we danced in the aisles. They were ever so happy, ever so sad. Grow old in a new world, to good times and bad. The parties and weddings, the curlies and waves. When New York was Irish, for the joys and heartbreaks. They were ever so happy, ever so sad. Grow old in a new world, to good times and bad. The parties and weddings, the curlies and ways. When New York was Irish, full of joys and heartbreaks.
All the Irish people, make some noise out there right now. Give me a howl! Everybody in the Zoom room, go crazy!
Oh.
Puppet sucks!
Whoa, all right.
Whoa.
Thank you. Forgot you guys were huge Ranger fans. Yes. All right, that was question one, and thank you so much. We're going to give the boys a couple of seconds to catch their breath back in the studios. Questions 2 and 3 now. Here's what I was saying, how we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to ask you guys questions 2 and 3 right now. Then we'll have the boys play a tune that relates to both of them. So question 2 will be worth 1,000 points virtually. Question 3 will be worth 2,000 points virtually. And I bet before I finish asking him, I might get a little thirsty. So you'll have a shot possibly getting another 1,000 fandom points. Question 2. Here we go. Shilelagh wrote The Way We Do Things Here as a tribute to the communities in Queens, especially Breezy Point and Rockaway, and right here in Broad Channel, that were devastated by Superstorm Sandy. On what day of the week did Superstorm Sandy hit New York? That is question 1. Question 2. We are Rockaway boys, or Broad Channel boys who now live over in Rockaway. I go over the bridge almost every day, but I also try to make my way onto the boardwalk every day in Rockaway. It's beautiful now. I wish it would. It's not, but it's cool. Question 3. In what year did the refurbished Rockaway boardwalk completely reopen after being destroyed by Sandy? Again, I can give you a hint. It was after 2012. All right. In what year did the completely refurbished Rockaway boardwalk reopen? That's question 3. Question 2, what day of the week did Superstorm Sandy hit? Now, I'm going to hand it back over to the boys who were inspired so much by Superstorm Sandy and saw the resilience of the citizens out here in Southeast Queens, in Staten Island, in Long Island, all over the metropolitan area. Jersey. You guys kicked some ass, and you wrote this song for all of us. I love singing along and drinking along with Denny, Kevin, Steve, Terry, and Rich. Take it away, fellas. If you don't know this one, get to know it.
Where I'm from is who I am, a native son, a working man. If you're from here, you'll understand. Where I'm from is who I am. Where I'm from is who I am, a native son, a working man. If you're from here, you'll understand. Where I'm from is who I am. Welcome to my hometown. We had our ups, we had our downs, but when it's time for one more round, we keep our friends and family near. We don't give up, we don't give in. We get it done, through thick and thin. And if we lose or if we win, we wash it down with a couple of beers. It's just the way we do things here. Where I'm from is who I am, a native son, a working man. If you're from here, you'll understand. Where I'm from is who I am. Show them how they do it where you're from, Danny boy. Look around and you'll see why this city's soul will never die. It will live on in you and I, and be passed down through the years. It's just the way we do things here. Where I'm from is who I am, a native son, a working man. If you're from here, you'll understand. Where I'm from is who I am. Breezy Point, Far Rockaway, you live to fight another day. When people ask you why you stay, tell them clearly as you can. Where I'm from is who I am. Where I'm from is who I am. A native son, a working man. If you're from here, you'll understand. Where I'm from
Take them home, Richie. Here we go.
Where I'm from is who I am. A native son, a working man. If you're from here, you'll understand. Where I'm from is who I am.
I just earned another virtual or phantom 1,000 points.
Where I'm from is who I am.
Thank you, boys. I don't know about you guys. I think somebody put it in the comment section. I think it might have been Peggy's boyfriend. This could be a long or a quick show for us, but I think I'm up to 3,000 or 4,000 phantom points already. That was questions 2 and 3. We're now going to ask you guys questions 4 and 5. Question 4 will be worth 2,000 phantom already. The Guinness is kicking in.
Too many Guinness,
Yes.
pal.
Question 4 will be worth 2,000. Question 5 will be worth 3,000. After we ask question 5, you can put your answers in, and then an automatic link will be generated for question 6. We will only play one song for the 2 of these next questions. Again, hopefully you guys are enjoying these tunes as much as I am. Kahal, they sound great. Jack, you're doing a sick job with those shots. And I'm not talking about the JMOs, but we'll bring those out later. So questions 4 and 5, or we'll start with question 4. Let's see if Rich can, back in the studio, let's see if Rich can catch his breath and ask question 4. Take it away for us, Rich.
Shilelagh has made their mark across the metropolitan area over the years. But if you catch them in one certain place, you may have to stay out late and catch breakfast and a nap and do it again. That's McLean Avenue in Yonkers, New York. Which of the Yonkers legendary night spots is located at 890 McLean Avenue? Is it A, Hibernian, B, Dirty Nellies, C, Rory Dolan's, or D, the Rambling House?
Wow, those are tough spots. Again, as a Channel boy or as a Rockaway boy, I've been hanging out in McLean Avenue since 2002 at a couple of those spots, but one in particular, I'm not going to give it away, but my man Rory, who I think has a spot in Breezy now, you know where I'm talking about, and I thank you, Rory, for helping us out there. But 890 McLean, by the time you get done with McLean Avenue at 4 a.m., the address doesn't matter. Just show me the way to the diner. Let's try, that's question 4. Rich, give us question 5 before you guys strike up another tune. What's question 5 all about? Might be a little more, there we go.
It's a song that captures the great times and spirit of the avenue that serves as a border between the Bronx and Yonkers. Whether Shilelagh plays in New York City, Yonkers, New Rochelle, White Plains, their loyal fan base is sure to pack any establishment in which they play. Please list these areas in order of the most populous to the least populous, according to stats from the U.S. Census and Google. A, White Plains, B, the Bronx, C, Yonkers, and D, New Rochelle.
All right, those are some great neighborhoods. I think I've rocked out and played DJs parties in each one of those neighborhoods. Again, I'm tripping over my tongue already. I'm up to 4,000 phantom points. I might have to stop there for a little while. But that was question 4 and question 5. We'll put them up on the screen. But you know what? One of my favorite all-time songs from Shilelagh is "Meet Me on the Clean." Do you guys have that in your repertoire for tonight? Can you guys play that one? Because I love it and it makes so much sense. Fellas, take it away, and let's see what you got.
One of the best.
Where I'm from.
Wait a minute, boys. You guys are playing the wrong tune. Come on, let's get back to Meet Me on McLean, fellas. I'll tell you what, boys. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to turn it around, all right? Denny, obviously, you've been doing too much of this. Come on. I asked for Mimi, I'm McLean. What do I got to do around here? Please. Tell you what, everybody at home, let's give the boys a chance to regroup, and we'll have, if you got the JMOs at home, do some JMOs. Let's do a social, but fellas, come on. Meet me, I'm McLean. We could get it done. Timmy, we got one over there. I got one over here.
Of course, I have one, man.
Perfect. I'm channeling my inner Denny right now.
Oh, James, the issue is you're going to the diner at 4 a.m. You got to go to the chipper truck. That's where it's at. The chipper truck. After Night of McLean, nothing beats the chipper truck.
Yeah, I was over in Ireland a couple times. The chipper truck, and there's some spicy. I forget what it is. Spicy Indian food. That's great going down, but terrible coming out. The curry fries. That's it. Too many of these Guinness have got me there. Boys, when you're ready back in the studio, take it away with Meet Me on McLean. All right. See, obviously we're retuning, fine-tuning some instruments. We'll get there. Again, I'm going to repeat the questions for you guys. We're on questions 4 and questions 5. Questions 4. We asked you guys which one of these McLean Avenue night spots is located at 890 McLean. Is it the Hibernian, Dirty Nellies, Rory Dolan's, or the Ramblin' House? That's question 4. Question 5. There it is. We want you to list the areas from most populous to least populous. We're going to give you White Plains, the Bronx, Yonkers, and New Rochelle. I haven't been up there in a while, but I can't wait for quarantine to end to make my way up there and hopefully get somebody to drive me back home. Fellas, whenever you're ready in the studio, we're ready.
And James, it seems like the teams at home don't even need the music to submit their answers. Team McTubbs, Discovery Channel HD, Gruesome Twosome already have their answers in. Looks like many teams have most of the answers right. We can talk about that in a little bit. But a lot of answers are already coming in, even without the music. Gruesome Twosome, one of the top 3. They were the winning team last week, if I recall. So great to see their answers come in. And obviously a lot of these new Shilelagh Law-related teams as well.
Perfect.
Good stuff, guys. Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. I love it. And like I said, the Woodside Studios, and I know we didn't mention this earlier, but Rich, if you can see as you're seeing on the feed that we give you, Rich, the lead singer, he's actually not in Woodside with the rest of the boys. He is actually up, I believe, in Vermont, riding out the quarantine in Vermont. But I'm sure those boys are ready, and I'm sure we can get them to play as soon as they get their asses back in gear. Denny, putting on a live show with plenty of Guinness in your hand in front of you, nothing beats it. Let me get a little more.
Yeah, don't be hating on the ghost of Denny. We've got the hologram of Denny
Working man,
but we also want to remind you folks that
if you're from here,
every Wednesday night,
you'll understand where I'm from is who I am.
Next Friday night, July 10th. So be on the lookout for details for that. And yeah, man, good times.
Sick.
In the virtual world.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to give people another 5 or 10 seconds to get those answers in. I know we said wait till the end of the song. The producer came in my ear. Somehow somebody tripped a circuit or something in the studios. So, Tim, Dos, are the scores coming in? We'll give them a couple more seconds for the scores to come in, and we'll see. I hope that we get them in. Again, running live, we're trying to do a lot of different things here with a band in one spot and with somebody in France.
Couple of strings broke, What are you going to do?
Whatever. Shit happens. Oops. The first time I've sworn online. But does it look like, Tim, can we give a scoring update or
I can give a scoring update at this time. In order for me to do so, I think we're going to have to give some answers out, though, as long as everybody's all right with that.
All right, you know what? I'll give some answers out. We'll start with the answer to question number 1. That was Rich. In what state did Shilelagh Law record their first 3 albums? Again, the choices Rich gave you were A, New Jersey, B, New Hampshire, or C, Vermont, or D, Connecticut. We put those holograms or whatever, the forms of those states up on the screen. Vermont was the correct answer.
Oh,
Vermont
that was a
the
tricky
correct
one.
answer.
You gave a little hint
And
there
it-
saying that Rich was up in Vermont, but that was a trick. I
Try
never would
giving
have
a
guessed
hint.
Vermont.
Try and give a hint. For
Little bit of a
question
hint.
2, go ahead, Tim. Yeah, a little bit of a hint.
Definitely a
But-
little bit of a hint, but not many people got it. Only 8% of the teams knew the correct answer was Vermont. Just 8% of the teams knew the
Wow.
correct answer was Vermont. Majority of the people thought the albums were recorded in Jersey, but
yeah, a little just over the river.
Right. Interesting.
But questions 2. I'm the one who asked, and we got to hear that crazy great song, the way we do things here. We asked you guys, on what day of the week did Superstorm Sandy hit New York? If you lived through it, you will never forget it.
Nope.
It was Monday evening. That third tide that was out of control came in, and that third tide came right into my house. I don't know about you guys, but we had the waves crashing on our porch, and the boardwalk we could almost walk right across in our front yard. Thank goodness we survived that. How did we do on that one, Dose and Timmy?
not as difficult of a question for our guest tonight. 60% knew the
Take
correct
it in as
answer
best I
was
can.
Monday, so hopefully 60% knew without the
walk the
adverse
beaches
effect.
in the
Although looking at a lot of where the team
hike the Farran and the
all good now, but yeah, 60% of the teams knew the correct answer was Monday, or they knew how to Google real quick. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully they have a
I-
real-
Only the Shilelagh Googlers did, you know.
Nah, I mean, no, come on, guys. Shilelagh Googlers, they're only going to Google, how do I get more Guinness?
How do you spell Shilelagh?
Oh,
Bingo. Well, we'll have a spelling
There we
question
go.
later on in the show.
hey,
Good
no
stuff,
hints,
good
no
stuff.
hints. Question 3 was another one that I asked you guys, and it was another one that was related somewhat to Sandy and to Rockaway. And again, if you're not a Rockawayite, come on out and enjoy our boardwalk. People are socially distancing on bikes, wearing masks, doing this, doing that. I've had plenty of great days on it already. I can't believe our new boardwalk is 3 years old. That's right. It opened up Memorial Day weekend 2017. Again, 2017 was the correct answer for question number 3. For question number 4, we had Rich ask you question number 4, and again, I'm getting the producer in my ear. We're almost ready to go back to those guys live. Question number 4, which of these legendary night spots is located at 890 McLean Avenue? Your choices were the Hibernian, Dirty Nellies, Rory Dolan's, or the Ramblin' House. I have to be honest with you. I wrote this question, and I wrote it because I'm a homer. I know the boys. I've seen them at the Rambling House quite a bit, and I know they've played the Hibernian. I think is where they got their start. My Moriarty's, but Rory Dolan's is on 890 McLean Avenue, the liveliest liveliest Irish pub. My man Rory himself. I hope you're watching, Rory. He has taken such great care of us. Speaking of Hurricane Sandy, after Hurricane Sandy hit, all of our Yonkers family, Rory Dolan's, Ramblin' House, Ron Black's,
Up in White
Brazen
Plains,
Fox,
Brazen Fox.
White Plains, they put baskets out and they collected for those of us in need. And then what was even more impressive from that crew is I'll never forget this day. They came down about 10 days after Sandy with 2 huge trucks right to our office here in Broad Channel. Rory, Declan, the whole staff, the whole crew, they helped us. We were still mired in the muck and the dirt. I remember DJ Teddy Rowett lives down the block from us. Rory was in ripping out his basement. It was crazy. The craziest thing and the best thing that they did that day, too, was they brought down a hot meal, which I think many of us hadn't had a hot meal. I'm actually going to start crying thinking about it. How great that love that they showed to us was. But that, Rory Dolan's, we'll never forget. Thank you very much. That's the answer for question 4. Question 5 was another one. Actually, let me go to you, Tim Dose. How many people knew Rory Dolan's was an 890? Because when you're leaving Rory's, you usually don't look back at what address you're in.
Yeah, you're on your way to the chipper truck. Yeah, no, James, unfortunately not. Great question. not the toughest one. 74% of you knew of the team knew the correct answer was Rory Dolan's. The majority of you, if you didn't pick Rory Dolan's, you thought it was Dirty Nelly's. But congrats to 74% of the teams that knew the correct answer was Rory Dolan. Also, everybody seemed to know the correct answer was 2017 on the boardwalk as well. So congrats.
Wow.
We're out to a good start. Yeah.
Glad they didn't guess 2012.
All right, while we're talking all this this Rory Dolan's talk, I want to do a social to all of you guys out there. I'm going to pour out a shot of JMO's, and this shot is going out.
Thanks,
to,
Tim.
Well, I'm sorry you don't have any Jimmy, but this shot's going out to Damien. May he rest in peace.
Yes.
Anyone who's ever been to Rory Dolan's, we all know Damien, Braveheart superstar. Always great for conversation, ran a tight ship, and was always a gentleman to us. Sadly, he passed a couple of weeks ago. Damien, we love you. May you rest in peace. Here's to you, pal.
Sláinte, Damien.
Until we meet again.
Damien.
Rest in
Till
peace,
we meet
brother.
again. Love Damien. Damien always had our back, and I could tell you he did not like Kid Rock or Sheryl Crow. Anytime I played them, he gave me the stink eye.
Oh, what about Don Zacaduro? Could you get away with
Don Zacaduro, you can ask one of his favorites. Ooh. All right, boys.
Question five.
Yeah, we'll get to
Question
question five
five.
here, pal.
Tim, I'll let you take it away. Oh, you know what? We'll give the right answer for question 5. In order, we go from the Bronx with 1.4 million to Yonkers, a hair
Wyo.
Wyo. They're just a shade under 200,000 people. We got to get that up for the next census, so maybe we'll do some baby bacon later on tonight. New Rochelle came in third with 78,000, and White Plains, our beloved White Plains, 58,000 plus residents. So it was the Bronx, Yonkers, New Rochelle, and White Plains in that order. Tim, how did we do with question number 5?
So everybody knew it was the Bronx was the most populated. 97% of the teams had the Bronx down as the correct answer. When it came down to Yonkers, about 75% knew that Yonkers was the second most populated. For New Rochelle being the third most, people actually thought New Rochelle was the least populated. People thought that White Plains had more people than New Rochelle. But as you said, the correct answer was New Rochelle was being the third most populated, and the least amount of people actually live in White Plains. Might have thrown people off because of all the commercial building, and while there's plenty of offices in White Plains, not as many people living there as there are in New Rochelle. But everybody knew the Bronx, and folks, the way we did that scoring was it was 750 correct points for each 750 points for each correct answer. So if you only knew 2 out of the 4, you got 1,500 points. Going forward, we're going to add an additional 1,000 points every 2 questions. So question 6 right now is going to be worth 3,000 points. Questions 7 and 8 are each going to be worth 4,000 points, and question 9 is going to be worth 5,000 points. We'll be able to give you a scoring update in just a second, but don't worry, if you don't have that many points right now, it's all good. There's still plenty of opportunity to get in a whole bunch more points in the next 4 questions.
Sounds great, Tim. Thanks so much. And remember, you guys can always, I'm channeling my Shilelagh. You guys got to see them live or virtually, however you can. But every time I see them, I get a little bit more tipsy than I thought, as is happening now.
And a little more thirsty.
Oh, they're New York's thirstiest band, man.
Yeah.
Bare knuckles rock and roll. We're going to go to question 6, but I'm first going to earn myself 1,000 phantom points.
There you go. Get them. There you go.
Okay. Question 6, I'll read, and then I hear from the studios, the band is back up and ready to play. I keep pointing.
The strings are fixed. The show is going on.
All right. Show must go on.
Awesome. Love the guys.
Question 6. In Shilelagh's tune, and this is another great sing-along. If you don't know it, you'll know it by the end of it, and sing along, rock out to it. Pubs, pints, and open doors. This reminds me of Ireland, too. The boys sing of various places in Ireland. 2 of those places mentioned in the song are County Mayo and County Galway. We're going to ask you a little geography question. Mayo and Galway are located on the coast of Ireland. We want you to tell us which coast of Ireland are County Mayo and County Galway on. Again, that's a tough one, but you might be able to do a little guessing on this. Either way, if you ever make your way over to Ireland, check out both of those counties. I believe they're ready to go. So, boys, back in the studio. Rich, Danny, take it away for us. We can't wait to hear what you got for this. There we go. Oh, they're rocking already. Here we go, fellas. Wait a minute. Boys. Too many Guinness for you boys as well. Way too many Guinness. We're looking for you boys to play. Come on, pubs, pints, and open doors. We can do it. Pubs, pints, and open doors is the tune. There we go.
Maybe they were giving us a hint.
Hang along.
And speaking of coast, bonus points in the comments if you can tell us which coast of Breezy Point, the north or south coast, is the colony located. And remember, Shilelagh plays live virtually Friday night, July 10th. Check out their page for more details.
Travel light, take it in as best I can. I walk the beaches in the north, I hike the Barron and the moor, stood on hilltops and I sang like I never sang before. It's the Mayo, it's Rocky Shore, here's the Galway, pubs and pints and open doors, here's the Derry, now People's Street, here's the Dublin as I watch the sun light up the Irish Sea.
Here's the Mayo, Duffy. There you go.
Up in Buncrana, I climb the hills of Donegal. South to Westport, the music echo all night long. Crack was grand in Castlebar, Connemara stole my heart. I felt the hands of time on the cliffs of Mar.
Hold those sides up.
Here's the Mayo, it's Rocky Shores, here's the Galway, pubs and pints and open doors, here's the Derry, and our People's Street, here's the Dublin as I watch the sun light up the Irish Sea. Though it's been some years since I walked upon your coast, know it truly, dear, I'm still haunted by your ghost. I miss you when I am away. Certain memories never fade, but until I return, I'll count down the days. Here's the Mayo, it's Rocky Shores, here's the Galway, pubs and pints and open doors, here's the Derry, and our People's Street, here's the Dublin as I watch the sun light up the Irish Sea.
You guys sing it. Here we go.
You
Everybody
know what you do out there in your little rooms. Sing along with me. Ready? Here's Tomato. That was not bad, but I know you could do better.
We will.
All right. I can feel it. Here's the Derry. One more time.
Sing
One
it.
more time. Here's to Dublin.
Thank you, guys. Glad we got our acts in order. That was more on us and the electrical system, from what I understand. Glad the boys are back. Rich, Danny, Kev, Ter, Steve. Thank you, guys. All right, that was question number 6. We asked you guys, and they sang so eloquently about Mayo, Dublin, Casamar, Galway. But we want to know which coast are Galway and Mayo located. They aren't part of the north. They aren't part of the south. They aren't part of the east. They are on the west coast, the west coast of Ireland. I would strongly suggest you checking it out. Our mother's grandfather is from, our mother's father, I should say, Grandpa Chick, is from Mayo, and our father's father is from County Clare, which is a little south. The way it works over in Ireland, you got Mayo, Galway, and then Clare. Just follow right down. One day I might make my way to Leitrim, since I know some very close family there, as we get to know them even better during quarantine. Of Leitrim, all right, Kahal. All right, again, want to remind you guys, Shilelagh will again be performing virtually on July 10th. Make sure you go over to their Facebook page, Shilelagh, and give them a like. You can follow up with them. They are on top of all of their social media, as I learned the other night. I think they have a video in production. They got a lot of different things going on. Those guys are way more organized than me and Timmy and Dos, as you can tell here. But we all have this in common. Cheers, boys. Another 1,000 points I'm going to earn on this one. Are we ready for a scoring update in the bunker in the basement? Timbo.
Yeah, we are ready, boss. So this first scoring update I am going to give you, is for questions 1 through 5. Now, as Jamesy just said, question 6, the correct answer was the West, and that was worth 3,000 points. So for those teams, if you know that you had the correct answer right, you can add 3,000 points to the point tally I'm about to give you right now. So again, the point tally I'm going to give you right now is for questions 1 through 5. If you knew that you had the correct answer of the West, you can add an additional 3,000. For many years, our trivia team has been saying, and for those of you that are playing every week, you know I say this, what Jamesy referred to as the caboose. So those teams are the teams with the least amount of points right now. But all good. As I said earlier, there's plenty of opportunity to get additional points going forward. Right now, we have 2 teams with 1,500 points. Those teams are Team McTubbs, and C is for Cookie. Coming in with 2,500 points, we have the 146 Babes, the Sandwiches, the House Cats. Followed after with 3,000 points, we have the 15th Road Mafia. 3,500 points in with Team Discovery Channel HD, Ginger Juice, America. Coming up next, we have PBJ with 3,750 points, followed by Tony and Lily, also with 3,750 points. Next up with 4,500 points, we have Team Eggy and Fine By Me. Right after that, with 4,750 points, we have the Quizzard of Oz. Coming in next with an even 5,000 points, we have a whole bunch of teams. They include our winners from last week, the Gruesome Twosome, Dr. Andy's, and Roxy Music. Coming in with 5,500 points, we have the Gale Storms. With 5,750 points, we have Flynn's Inn. Next up with 6,000 points, we have Our Jeans Don't Fit. 2 teams with 6,500 points. They include Elvis Juice and the Fossils. Coming in with a nice 7,000 points, we Googled Shilelagh.
Smart move.
Followed by them with 8,000 points, we have Rusty's Raiders, the Junkyard Dogs, and Entenmann's Louisiana Crunch Cakes. That might be good with all this Guinness.
That's a mouthful in more ways than one.
And then coming in with 9,000 points, we have the Quiz Master General coming in with 9,000 points. So congratulations to Quiz Master General, but the reality is those teams with the 8,000 points, Rusty's Raiders, the Junkyard Dogs, and Entenmann's Louisiana Crunch Cakes, you guys are looking pretty as well. Again, as we said earlier, there's plenty of opportunity to get additional points. These next 4 questions, the point tallies continue to go up. Good luck, everybody.
I'm going to do it again. Why not? Why break a bad habit?
The show's going so smoothly. Cheers.
No, it's brilliant, brilliant. Again, for those Shilelagh Law fans who haven't been on for the ride with us before, this isn't how we do things here, but we're having fun doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
And for those of you guys who've never met Shilelagh Law before, we hope you're enjoying their tunes. They are incredible.
Yeah, a lot of exposure here.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
So, just real quick, in weeks past, we've always been asked how you can contribute, because we've had teams contribute questions. We've had them contribute answers, obviously. Some folks have asked if they can contribute financially, and we've made that opportunity available to you. So we're going to put up a little QR code. We really don't make a lot of money doing this. Actually, we don't, but there are some production. We don't make any, but there are some production costs that go along with this. So if you'd like to, it's a giggling night tonight. If you'd like to help
in Guinness Veritas.
yeah, there you go. But if you'd like to help defray some of those costs, it would be great. If you're not, no big deal. Have another sip of Guinness and a shot of JMO's, and we'll be on our way. But if you would like to, you can hit us up on the Venmo. And if not, no worries, no harm, no foul. Want to remind you guys, though, about July 10th, because I know where I will be that night. I will be somewhere watching on my screen the Shilelagh Law virtual show that normally would take place in the Colony Theater or out on the ball fields at Breezy, but the boys rock it wherever they are. Speaking of the boys rocking it, we are up to question 7, and it is playoff time. So let's check back in with Rich and see. I know these guys are legendary, but how legendary is Shilelagh Law? Rich, tell us, who have you played with?
Which legend of rock and roll has Shilelagh Law shared a billing with? A. Little Richard. B. Jerry Lee Lewis. C. Elvis. D. Mick Jagger. Or E. Pete Townsend.
Rich, I got to give it to you, but it sounds like you may have had one of these sips too many while we had that little technical difficulty. We're going to throw in a sixth option there, F. Let's throw in Johnny Cash, because I've seen you guys and your act before. So Johnny Cash will be your choice F. Boys, what do you got for us? Any good tunes that I played with there? Oh!
Train coming, it's rolling around the bend, but I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know where. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time be dragging on, and that train keeps a rolling all down the San Antonio.
Is that a Pez Dragon I see right there?
When I was just a baby, my mama told me song. Always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Make that fool cry down in New York, Kenny McCarthy. Well, I've been to two sports season in some fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, though I had to call them, though I can't be free. But those people keep it moving, and that's what tortures me. Torture me, baby! Well, if they free me from this prison, if this railroad train was mine, I bet I'll move it on a little farther down the line. Folsom Prison, where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. One more time now. That drum, Mr. Brandon. Johnny Cash, all right.
Mr. Terry Brennan on the percussion, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, boys. We got our act back together, and Johnny Cash, you can never go wrong with. Again, that was question 7. I hope you guys got all your answers in. In a second, we're going to let Rich put the guitar down and give us the answer. But I want to discuss real quick with Tim and Tim here. I can tell you what answer it wasn't. We put Elvis the King up there. I don't think Elvis was the answer. Here, I'm going to give myself, now that Timmy shared a little bit of his JMOs, I'm gonna sip this very, very.
I don't know. I didn't know we were doing this. All right. Whoa.
Just what you need right now, James.
Exactly what I need. It's going to calm my nerves. You know what? Let's go back to Rich and see. These guys, Shilelagh, they're legends in and of their own right. But which one of those legends of rock and roll? And I can tell you it wasn't Elvis, because Shilelagh is like my grandfather would say, they're one age to us boys. So they weren't like 3 or 4 years old playing with Elvis. Who of the rest of those legends could it have been? Rich, tell us, who have you guys shared a billing with?
At the Yonkers Riverfest, the boys shared the billing with none other than Jerry Lee Lewis, which leaves us 1 degree of separation from Elvis and Johnny Cash.
Yes. Incredible.
Awesome. That's
Incredible.
Awesome. Absolutely.
And you know what? There they are. And they're the boys. Although that looks a little more like Rockaway than Yonkers in the background, but they pack the house wherever they go. I know that.
I always enjoyed the
Absolutely.
1 degree of separation game back in college, but it wasn't with people you headlined with.
I'm not even going there.
Sick. Sick.
So,
James, believe it or not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think we did throw a few people off between the Johnny Cash song, a little bit of talk of Johnny Cash, and then obviously on the answer form as well was the billing from an old Johnny Cash Irish hit. 40% of you thought the correct answer was Johnny Cash. Sorry if we tricked you. As we just said, the correct answer was Jerry Lee Lewis. Just 25% of you knew the correct answer. About 24% of you thought that Shilelagh had played with Pete Townsend. But now, as we just said, the correct answer was Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, a bunch of legends on that. Thankfully, no one guessed Elvis. I would have been really upset if someone had guessed Elvis.
They'd probably up to like 1 million phantom points by now if they were guessing Elvis.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah. All right. Why not? This having a sip of the old JMOs reminds me of the last time I saw Shilelagh was out in Rockaway with Suntan Dan Edwards, who he and I shared some Irish whiskey. Hey, sorry, Rich. Sorry to step on you, but I'm going to take this opportunity because when I see you live, I just let you rock. But Suntan Dan, I think you're watching. Happy 70th, pal. We're going on to question number 8. Now, this is another one that true Shilelagh fans, I think you'll know the answer to it. For the rest of us out there, we're giving you a 50-50 shot at it. Rich, we do have some groupies along for the ride, me included. But for those of us who aren't Shilelagh groupies, can you ask this question and we'll see who can either guess right or make an educated guess on it. Take it away, Rich.
Which McCarthy brother plays the accordion during live performances? Kevin or Denny?
Those are tough choices. Kevin and Denny are both ridiculous musicians. Which one Diddy's on the fiddle and which one plays the accordion? Both of them love their Coors Light and JMOs. I know that. But which one's which? Hey, you guys have a song to play us in for that? I'd love to hear another one of your tunes. There we go.
Please listen to my story about how these boots came to be. They were crafted by the devil, laced up with pain and misery. These drunken boots, I don't know how I got them. These drunken boots stomped on my dignity. I trip and I stumble, I slur and I mumble. These boots will be the death me. I tried to make my way to confession. So many sins that I have to tell. But I ended up singing at a session. These drunken boots are marching me to hell. These drunken boots, I don't know how I got them. These drunken boots stomped on my dignity. I trip and I stumble, I slur and I bumble. These boots will be the death of me. Take those boots to shut now, come on! Now these boots were not made for walking, and they're starting to affect my way of talking. And I'm noticing all you people gawking at these drunken boots on my feet.
Jersey Brian's here.
I know exactly what you're thinking. All my problems are related to my drinking. But I don't like to think that way at all, 'cause it means I'd have to blame the alcohol.
Hold on, Rich, just stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it.
It's
Stop.
these drunken boots, I don't know how I got them. These drunken boots stomped on my dignity. I trip and I stumble, I slur and I mumble. These boots will be the death of me. These drunken boots. These drunken boots. Ah, these drunken boots. These drunken boots. Ah, these drunken boots. These drunken boots are gonna be the death of me. These drunken boots.
Drunken boots. All I got is a drunken sneaker. But cheers again, another 1,000 of you guys. That was "Drunken Boots" by Shilelagh. Another one of those songs you just can't help but take a sip to. We mentioned Kevin and Denny McCarthy, right, in that question. But I know, because I've seen them, there's another McCarthy brother we do not want to leave out. And I think, Timmy, he plays in Jameson's Revenge, right, Tim? What Timmy Tubbs, Jameson's Revenge?
Yeah, that's
Brian's band, right? The Long Lost McCarthy.
That's Brian, man. The last time I saw Brian, we were
What's
hanging
he play?
out at Fordham University Lincoln Center's happy hour, and I ran into Brian and on a lark, like, oh my goodness, it's so great to see each other. He plays, I call it the Irish drum, but Timmy H, you're way more well versed than us DJ fools here. As you march in all these parades with your crew, what is the instrument that brother Brian McCarthy plays?
So Brian McCarthy plays it's called a baron. It's basically a piece of sheepskin on this round drum with a little, the baron. Brian, Denny and Kevin's youngest brother, great musician himself. And actually, if you want a real treat, I want to say, once or twice I've seen Brian perform with Shilelagh, and he actually does a bit of rapping. He so not just talented on the boron. Yeah, some real talent in the McCarthy family.
I've seen them mashed up via Brian, and I always enjoy that part.
Yeah. Enough about praising the McCarthy brothers. Let's see if Rich can differentiate between the ones in the band. And I don't know. I know I break my brother's chops all the time, as Timmy will attest to.
Deserve to be broken.
Yeah, well, that's what brothers do. You know, I think Rich feels like one of the McCarthy brothers these days. Let's see, Rich, do you have any chop breaking to do about the boys here? Take it away, Rich. What's the correct answer?
On the fiddle. It's his much better looking brother Kevin, who fills in our sound with his mad accordion skills. We don't call him Main Squeeze for nothing.
Main squeeze, Kev.
All right.
Right. Denny does do a mean job on the fiddle, really, as we can all see. So that was what was that? That was question 8. I can't believe where we are already. Tim, you have how'd the crew do on question number 8?
It was obviously a 50-50 choice, but 65% knew the correct answer was Kevin. So good stuff there.
I'm going to give that extra 15% to the Shilelagh fans who are playing along, and we hope that you guys play along with us from here on out. We do host our virtual trivias every Wednesday night. We get different themes, and we get different acts. Hopefully next week we'll have our man Uncle Tubbs back. That's Uncle Tubbs and the Teeny Tiny Book Club. Don't forget to like his YouTube channel. He's one of our all-star rock and roll question askers and quiz masters. We'll see Tubbs in the near future. I think he's made his way back from Florida just in time. But we are now up to question number 9. As I look down at my notes, I think let's go back to Rich for at least one more time before we lose him to the JMOs. Another 2,000 for me. Rich, do you have question 9 loaded and ready to go for us? Can you ask it for us, please?
At their live shows, Shilelagh performs their version of Fields of Athenry, followed up by The Moonshiner. Depending on what part of the U.S. you call home, making moonshine is almost as American as apple pie. As our friends at Lockyard reminded us a few weeks ago, moonshining during Prohibition spurred the birth of NASCAR. Moonshiners would make moonshine, and bootleggers would distribute the illegal alcohol in part by racing cars packed with moonshine through the night to avoid local police. In addition to moving the booze by car, the moonshine product was also moved by boat as well. According to the website How Stuff Works, what is the term commonly used to describe the couriers of moonshine on the high seas?
Oh, a spelling question for that. Here we go.
Good God.
I'm going to do this Richie George style, except
No.
Oh, I'm going to call that 3,500 phantom points. You know what? I think they have time in the studios. You guys have another tune for us, maybe?
It's lonesome away from your kids, and it all by the campfire at night where the wild and ghosts call. But there's nothing so lonesome, so warm and drear than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer. Now the publican's anxious, look over to come. There's a faraway look in the eyes of the bar. The maid's gone all cranky, the cook's acting queer. What a terrible place is a pub with no beer. The pub with no beer, the pub with no beer. There's nothing so dull than a pub with no beer. Jesus and Joseph, how did I get here? Dying of thirst in a pub with no beer. Then the stockman rides up with his dry dusty throat. He dress up to the bar, holds a wad from his coat. The barman is grounded and cringes in fear when the barman says sadly the pub's got no beer. There's a dog on the porch for his master he waits, but the boss is inside drinking wine with his mates. He hurries for cover, cringes in fear. It's no place for a dog. Well, the pub with no beer. The pub with no beer. The pub with no beer. There's nothing so long in a pub with no beer. Jesus and Joseph, how did I get here? Dying of thirst in a pub with no beer. Old Billy the blacksmith, first time in his life, has gone home full sober to his darling wife. He walks in the kitchen, she says, "You're early, my dear." He breaks down and tells her the pub's got no beer. The pub with no beer, the pub with no beer. There's nothing so long in a pub with no beer. Jesus and Joseph, how did I get here? Dying of thirst in a pub with no beer. The pub with no beer, the pub with no beer. I took a club to the pub with no beer. Don't worry, boys, there's nothing to fear. It's seek and destroy, or the pub with no beer. The pub with no beer.
You guys might have a pub with no beer, but we got a studio with plenty of it, and I'm gonna have plenty of it myself.
Looks like you're
I hope you're
enjoying
not
it,
keeping
brother.
track of my fandom points at home. Yeah, absolutely. Great. Anytime, as my friends in Lockyer or anywhere I host trivia know, Bungalow Bar up in White Plains at Ron Black's, spelling questions are my least favorite. But if I can listen to Shilelagh while trying to spell an answer that I wasn't even sure of, that would be awesome. Rich, do you have the answer for us? Because I'm afraid to ask. This is after all, there's no beer. We got plenty of shots. Another 2,000 for me. I'm sipping this, by the way. Rich, what's the answer to question number 9?
The answer is rum runners. Rum runners are basically bootleggers who smuggle their goods by sea, using fast ships or boats with hidden cargo holds.
Thanks. Rum Runners it is. And Rum Runners is spelled, as you see, RUMRUNNERS. Rum Runners was the answer we were looking for. I'm going to shoot it over to Dose in the basement. Dose, there was more than one way to get that right. Did capitalization count? You can capitalize the J in Jameson's and leave the rest of the letters not capitalized. But did capitalization count on that? Because I'm losing track here. Help me out here, bro.
Understandable, pal.
Throw me a line. I'm a rum runner. I'm about to get caught by the Coast Guard.
There we go. No, so rum runners, whether you spelt it singular or plural, with or without the S, will be marked correctly, whether you did it all caps, all lowercase, or you just capitalized the first letter. If you did it any variation of those 6 ways, we would give you the correct points. Unfortunately, not many of you knew the correct answer was rum runners.
Ooh.
Other questions, other things? We had bootleggers put as an answer. We had boatleggers or pirate. We had Moby Dicks. We had absolutely no idea. Few people threw that down. A lot of people thought the answer was pirates. Some people put, yeah. Arr!
Don't give me an excuse to say "arr." You even do it with dinosaurs.
Arr! Some people thought the answer
That's
was
a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Other thought the answer was shiners. Some people thought the answer was white lightning. But there were actually, let's see, 2, 4, 6, about 8 teams that knew the correct answer was rum runners. So if you're one of those 8 teams, congratulations. If not, sorry about that. We will give you a scoring update. Yeah, exactly. Your SOL at this point.
Instead of SLNY.
We'll give you a scoring update in a little bit. Folks, just keep an eye. Just a reminder, going forward, you're entering the party round. So especially for those new teams joining us for the first time, you don't have to worry about submitting any answers going forward. You can submit your answer in the comments section on Facebook or YouTube, however you're watching. I'm going to start tallying up these scores. You guys enjoy the party round. Have fun, everybody. And good luck over there, James.
Thanks. I'm going to need a little more than luck, but luckily we got the law with us tonight. So yeah, that question number 1 through 9 are in the books. Questions 10, 11, and 12 will be party time. So we will be asking you guys to put your answers in the comment section. I'm going to throw it to Rich one more time, but before I do, I want to remind you guys, please like us on Facebook, like Shilelagh on Facebook if you haven't already. We're a little over 2,000 likes at DJs at Work. Shilelagh is a little over 20,000 likes. You can see where their talent lies. Don't forget, subscribe to their YouTube channel. They got a lot of great things on there. And we'd love it if you subscribed to ours as we're building it up. We didn't have one before the quarantine, but we're working our way up to the big time. We made it big enough to have Shilelagh work with us, so we think we're going in the right direction. With that said, I am going to hand it over to Rich. Rich, thank you so much already for everything you've done for us. When you get a chance, please thank the boys in the band. I think this is going to be the last question we ask you to ask the crowd, but we do have some more tunes we're going to ask you guys to play before we sign off. So this is question 10. We are going to question 12. What's the question 10? What do we got? Got a little history lesson for us, Rich, or what?
Shilelagh is known for performing the song Big Strong Man. The lyric in that song refers to the Lusitania, a British ship that was sunk by a German U-boat. The sinking of this ship swayed public opinion against Germany during the early stages of which world war?
I wonder if you guys will play a hint. You screwed us over last time with Johnny Cash, even though it was Jerry Lee Lewis. Tim, what do you think they're going to give us a hint with this one? I know they've got a lot of great songs. I wonder how and where they could give us a hint. I mean, there's only been 2 world wars, right? One and two.
Yes.
What could it?
We'll see.
1 and 9, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Bronx bound uptown, that's my line. Don't look like much, but it's all mine. The end of the road is all I know. 242nd Street, I'm almost home. The roar of the crowd from Gaelic Park. Underage Guinness at the terminal bar. The lights on Broadway never look so fine as they do underneath the 1 and 9, where the dinner is subway cars. Sounds like the heavenly choir, and the shower of sparks they play. Shine like angels' wings, and the writing on the concrete walls is all I need to lead me to salvation. Underneath the 1 and 9.
Hello, Asia. How you doing?
Jam-packed nights at Sam McGuire's, that's where I first caught the fire. I jumped on stage, sang Dirty Old Town. It broke my heart when that joint closed down. Where the dinner was subway cars. Sounds like the heavenly choir, and the shower of sparks they play. Shine like angels' wings, and the writing on the concrete walls is all I need to lead me to salvation. Underneath the 1 and 9.
Come on, you guys, sing it. By the Gasper's wall, I dreamed a dream. Body goes now.
I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. It's a world of troubles, I sure had some. Don't know where I'm going, but I know where I'm from. I'm from New York town, the very best part, with the guts and the grit and the love and the heart. So when my time has finally come, buy me one last token for one last run with a sweet slow song and a bottle of wine. Spread my ashes neath the 1 and 9. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Everybody scream. Thank you for screaming, Kerry.
42nd Street, I'm almost home.
Yeah, all right. The 1 and 9. I don't know about you guys, but I went to high school on the Upper West Side, and the 1 and 9 is how I got the last leg up to school. I get on the off the A train, 59th Street, and take the 1 or the 9 because I'm old enough to remember when the 9 would run. And take it 59. Well, it was 66, 72nd, 79th is where I got off. So 1 and 9. What a great line. We missed the 9. I don't think the 9's been around though since like 2004, 2005. Maybe you guys can put that up in the comments section. I saw a lot of guesses. You know, this is another, as Timmy Dose would say, a 50-50. It was either World War I or World War II. Thankfully, no World War III. A lot of guesses for World War I. This time, the boys gave us a hint. The 1 and 9 was a hint because the Lusitania was sank. The German U-boat sinking of it precipitated World War I. So anybody who put World War I, give yourself a little atta girl, atta boy, a little pat on the back. That was the correct answer. Gonna see if you can see that slide over my shoulder right there. Jack, if we can bring that up. Yeah, that's Shilelagh with our troops. Again, want to throw that out to our troops, send them a little love and thank them for everything they do. We picked some of those pictures off of the Shilelagh Facebook page. And those are some Shilelagh t-shirts over across the enemy lines. I think one of those pictures was taken over in Iraq and the other one was taken in Afghanistan. I know Shilelagh travels the world. Maybe one day they will do a USO tour, but I know I appreciate all that Shilelagh does, but I thank and I'm so grateful for everybody who puts their lives on the line for us here back home, for us, our families, and even the families of those service members. Thank you for your sacrifice and all that you do to keep us safe here at home. So that, again, back to party time. That was question number 10. We've got question 11. This is a two-part question. I'm laughing a little bit already about it because I might throw you a hint by just holding this up. Beyond the fandom bonus points, I'll give you 3,000 fandom bonus points for getting this one right. 3,000 for each part. I'm going to ask it in a second, but I'm going to earn myself some points. Question 11, a two-parter. And again, put it up in the comment section. Here it goes. A real easy one probably for some Shilelagh fans. In which respective years were the Guinness Brewery and the Jameson's Distillery found? Again, you got to denote which year was the Guinness Brewery and which year was the Jameson's Distillery founded. Again, put those in the YouTube or the Facebook comment section, and we're going to let the boys, I think they're going to take it away with an apropos song. We have one question to ask after this for those of you guys hanging around, and one of the all-time classics of Shilelagh. But before we get there, let's rock out with the boys. Again, please tell us in the comment section, a little more points for me, what year was Guinness founded? What year was Jameson's founded? Take it away, fellas.
And then we drink. Whoa. And then we drink. Whoa. And then we drink. Whoa.
I'm seeing a trend in this music.
Danny's in the kitchen, washing out the jugs. Terry's in the bathroom, balling up the subs. Steve is in the basement, mixing up the hops. Kevin's on the front porch, watching for the cops, and then we drink. Whoa. And then we drink. Whoa. Monday is a lost cause, Tuesday we try out. The next 2 days we work our asses all without a doubt. Friday starts the weekend, moving the high times. On Sunday we fight off the shakes with a little altar wine, and then we drink. Whoa. And then we drink. Whoa. This one's for our families, this one's for our friends. This one's for the women who stand by us to the end. This one's for the rebels, this one's for the punks. Make this last one a double, cause this last one's for you drunks, and then we drink. Whoa.
Somebody's drinking box wine there.
And then we drink. Whoa.
Cranberry.
So raise a glass to the ones you lost. Share a pipe with the ones you love. Don't forget just who you are, and you'll never drink alone. And then we drink. Whoa. And then we drink.
Holy crap.
Whoa.
She's drinking cold brew right now.
And then we drink. Whoa. Then we drink. Whoa. Two more.
Everybody hold up your glasses.
And then we drink. Whoa. Last time, come on. And then we drink. Whoa.
Oh, you guys caught me without my drink. Whoa. Been too busy singing along. All right, so we asked you boys and girls about JMOs and Guinness. I saw on some of those threads, if you've ever been to the Guinness factory tour, yeah, you might not really care about what year it was founded. You're more caring about where your next Guinness was coming from. I haven't been on a JMO's tour, but I don't really think I need to go on a JMO's tour to know all about that. But I am going to have my sip of JMO's. I saw some great guesses out there. But 1912, I feel bad for anybody born in the 19th century if you think that the 1912 is when Guinness was made. Luckily for humanity, Guinness was developed and first brewed back in 1759. Yes, Guinness is older than America, but that's okay. We're going to be celebrating America's birthday this weekend, 1776, 1759. How you doing? JMO's little bit younger than America. JMO's first was distilled 1780. So the correct answer is one more time, 1759 for Guinness, 1780 for JMO's. Oh, let's keep that. There they are. There are the boys enjoying a pint. And that looks like, Timmy, now I know which brother I would be if I were McCarthy. I would be Kevin. You could be Denny. I would be Kevin.
Kobe Bryant.
All right. There we go. Kevin, Denny, the rest of the gang, thank you guys so much. Yes, back at the Irish Festival in Rockaway, I was the guy who had the red Solo cups right before quarantine hit, so we can all enjoy Denny's hot toddies safely. Yes. Cheers, boys.
Yes.
I think I earned about 3,000 Phantom points since I've answered this question.
You've set a record for Phantom points tonight, my brother. Yes, and I'm enjoying being in the same room with you watching this. This is beautiful.
Feel free to laugh away, everybody, but hopefully you have some of those pints.
Time warp here, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah. This is
all right, folks. We got one more question coming on up tonight. We hope you have a good time.
Ask this question though, Tim. I do want to give a little special shout out to a little lady who turned 6 today, and that is our niece Allie. Yes. Alice Gann. Love you, Alice, so much. Happy 6th birthday to Alice and everybody and anybody celebrating birthdays. I know we had our man Johnny Allmeyer, who also helps us out along with his sidekick Ernick and the 15th Road Mafia. They celebrated, or I should say Johnny celebrated a birthday yesterday.
And
happy birthday, Johnny.
Kilby Featherston.
Wasn't going to forget Kilby. I think they both turned 21, right? You don't really care when you're in your mid-20s. But happy birthday, Johnny. Happy birthday, Kilby. Happy birthday, Allie. And here we go. About to introduce one last question. Please put it in the comments, and then we will come up with our final standings. This song is a very sacred song. I remember the first time I was requested this song was in December of 2001. I play this song as a DJ. I play the song as often as possible, and I play it to a lot of crowds that have never heard of Shilelagh. And every time I play it, people always come up and ask, who sings that song? How can I get it? This should be a song that every American knows, everybody around the world knows. But before I get to the song, let me get to the question. Every December, this is a good one for our hometown folks. It's a 50-50. Every December, Shilelagh plays a holiday show at the Bell Harbor Yacht Club. It's located out here on the Rockaways Peninsula. We're just going to show you a picture of what the Bell Harbor Yacht Club looks like today. I want to thank the Grouch and John McCann for always hiring Shilelagh and always hiring us to play along with them and play any and all of the parties that the Bell Harbor Yacht Club has. But for this question, we want to know, did the Bell Harbor Yacht Club, after you see this picture, you got to tell us, did it ever have docks that led to the bay? It's a yes or no question. Did the Bell Harbor Yacht Club ever have docks? We're going to show you a picture of the building, and we're going to play the song. Now, this song, if you don't know it, listen carefully, hum along. If you do know it, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to send this song out to all of the essential workers, all of the nurses, all cops, all of the troops overseas, everybody and anybody who sacrifices their own well-being to making our world a better place, especially in times like these. From the person begging our groceries to the person fighting overseas and everybody in between. Thank you all so very much. And again, to the newbies who don't know Shilelagh, listen carefully. This one you're going to want to get on iTunes. Rich, Kevin, Danny, Steve, and Terry, thank you for a great night of fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Take it away, fellas.
There's snow in the air, winter is here, the wind is blowing, nights are so clear, there's presents to wrap and cars to send. It's Christmas in New York again. There's somebody singing a holiday song. You pick up the tune and start singing along. You learn the words sometime way back when, 'cause it's Christmas in New York again. Fancy store windows and millions of lights downtown in December. What a fabulous sight. You spin round and round trying to take it all in, 'cause it's Christmas in New York again. As you gather around the table with everyone, still feel that something has been left undone. The tree is all trimmed, the shopping is through. There's one last thing you still have to do. It's Christmas Eve, 11 p.m. You walk down to the church. You quietly go in, kneel down in the last pew, right on the aisle, and say, God, I know that it's been a while. Can you do me a favor on this Christmas Eve? Can you send out some blessings to people for me? You know these last few months have been kind of tough. We could all use a little love. So bless New York's finest, our angels in blue, give on us hope and helping us through. Bless New York's bravest, the FDNY, giving their sweat and their tears and their lives. And bless all the medics and our troops overseas. Bless the guys in the hard hats removing debris. Bless the everyday people who answered the call. Bless those who gave some and those who gave all. And bless all the souls who left us this year. You may be gone, but you'll always be here, singing and dancing with family and friends. 'Cause it's Christmas in New York again. And there's snow in the air, winter is here, the wind is blowing, nights are so clear, there's presents to wrap and cars to send. It's Christmas in New York again. Ba la 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 la. Ba la 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 la. Ba la 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 la.
We'd love to see you guys singing with us.
Ba la 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 la. Ba la 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 la. Ba la 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 la. Ba la 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 la.
Raise your glasses right now. One more time. Here we go.
It's Christmas in New York again.
Let's go back to a time where we all stood together as one.
Let's go back to that time, Denny. Thank
Amen.
you guys so much. Amen. A couple more bonus points for me before I get to the right answer. And before I do that, I mentioned the lovely little lady, our niece, our 6-year-old niece, and I mentioned a couple knuckleheads who are celebrating birthdays. But I saved some of the best and most important birthdays of the lovely ladies in my life to celebrate right now. Don't want to forget our girl, Jean Condon, who celebrated a birthday this week, and my bride, Stacy, and my sister-in-law, Tara, who also celebrated
Happy
a birthday.
birthday!
So happy birthday, Stacy, Tara, and Jean, and thank you, ladies, for everything that you guys do.
Happy birthday.
So also thank you, Rich, Denny, Kev, Steve, and Terry for providing an incredible night of entertainment for us. Again, Shilelagh will be on July 10th. They'll be playing virtually. But let's get back to question 12. We gave you a picture. There it is up on my shoulder, my right shoulder. It is of the Bell Harbor Yacht Club and the boys who are in the tent behind there celebrating Christmas. Yes, there's a parking lot in front of the Bell Harbor Yacht Club now, but when Jack flips the switch and it gives us the next slide. You will see, Jack, will bring that, get my ugly mug off the screen, and there you go. Thank you, Jack. You're on it. The Bell Harbor Yacht Club did have boats that pulled right up to it. There's the dock. If you've ever been to Rockaway, that is an unbelievable sight because it is so far removed from the bay right now, you would never think that the water pulled up to it. So the correct answer for question 12 was yes. Yes was the answer. All right. That's going to do it. And momentarily, we're going to crown tonight's champs. But before we do that, we've got to give something away. The last couple of weeks for the team of the week, we've given away, and it is in the mail. I promise you, Laura, and I promise sandwiches. Which way? There we going. Our DJs at work. By the way, this will keep the JMOs icy cold. It keeps my coffee cold even in the rain and the snow and the sleet and the cold and the heat. We're going to give this to our team of the week. Now, the team of the week this week, I only found out who it was about 10 minutes before showtime. It freaked me out a little. Jack, can you show us? It's Camp Jujubee.
Brains.
Well, all right, enough. Oh, jeez. You know what?
Yeah. Only alcohol, no vegetables tonight. Thank God. Thank God. Well, that was Camp Jujubee. They sent us in their video last week. And folks, you ever want to send any videos of yourselves rocking out? Camp Jujubee happened to be rocking out to Thriller at that point. And they said, obviously, last week there was a question with MJ playing Thriller, and that was Camp Jujubee doing a zombie. So if you guys want to send any of your content to us, we promise to feature you on our show. And that can be sent to djtimmytubbs@gmail.com. Yeah, send any of your videos having a good time on a show. We promise you we'll do our best to get you onto this show. So now we still have a job to do. We have to crown tonight's champ.
Yes, we do.
So, Dos Equis, how are we doing over in Bell Harbor headquarters?
We are looking good down here in the cave. I'd love to see some videos from the colony tonight. I'm sure they were singing along to to Christmas in New York again. I'm sure they were taking a few videos if I know that crew. Love to see them. But let's start out with our scoring update. We have two teams that each have 5,500 points. Pretty respectable, but unfortunately nowhere near the top. You guys are at the bottom of the bunch. Hopefully you will join us next week, and there's plenty of opportunity to make up on that. So with 5,500 points, we have Team C is for Cookie, as well as the Sandwiches with 5,500 points.
And edging them out by 1,000 points with 6,500 points are, again, a team near and dear to my heart, rocking and rolling in the cabana with 6,500 points are the 146 Babes. Can't wait to be hanging with you ladies in a little while after showtime. Who's up next, Timbo?
Just another 250 points from the 146 Babes, coming in with 6,750 points. We have Team PBJ.
Awesome. Then we had two teams with 7,500 points, and that was Team America and Team Eggy. Yes, one of our favorites. Both had 7,500 points.
Coming in with another 250 points with a total of 7,750 points, we have Team Tony and Lily.
Whoop, whoop. And then we had one team with 8,500 points, and that were the McTubbs. So happy you joined us tonight.
Nice job,
McTubbs,
guys.
8,500 points. Good job.
Coming in with another 250 points for 8,750. We want to give a shout out to Flynn's Inn, coming in with 8,750.
Watching on YouTube tonight. Hope you had a good time, Mary Kay. And then we had two teams with 9,500 points. That's one team from Throg's Neck and one team from The Rock. Give it up for Elvis Juice and the House Cat, ending up right in the middle of the pack with 9,500 points each.
Add another 1,000 points for a grand total of 10,500 points for Team Ginger Juice. Congrats to Ginger Juice.
Way to go, Burns. Yes, the Ginger Juice. Way to go, Burns. And with 11,000 points were the Junkyard Dogs.
Coming in with 12,000 points, we had 3 teams, actually. The 15th Road Mafia, last week's winner, the Gruesome Twosome, and Roxy Music, all coming in with 12,000 points.
That's a respectable score, but disappointing for the
Absolutely.
Gruesome Twosome and Roxy Music. They're usually up a little higher. And 15th Road Mafia, well, they're kind of wishy-washy. They go any which way.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Everybody right now, I'm going to stop these two. If you're still with us, put up your your phantom points and see how you did. I'm gonna say I have $1 million space bucks and 3 million phantom points. Here's another.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking the 15th Road Mafia has a few virtual points. That's for sure.
I would agree with that. I would
hope so,
100%
at
agree
least.
with that. Yes. Then sitting
stuff.
all alone by themselves, probably cracking the top 10 here would be the Gale Storms. They had 12,500 points. Way to go. Hope you had a good time up with the Gale Storms. Good job.
Add another 250 points for 12,750 for Wizard of Oz. Nice job.
Yeah, nice job. And edging them out, playing with us week to week, along with the Wizard of Oz, is our Jeans Don't Fit. You've been with us for a long time. We appreciate it. You guys
Back
had
when the jeans did fit.
13,000. Yeah, back when the jeans did fit. You got 13,000 points. Good job.
Coming in with another 500 points for a total of 13,500, we have the Fossils.
And
I'm glad they dug themselves out of the hole they were in early.
And
Yeah,
with 14,500 points was Team Discovery Channel HD.
With another 500 points on top of that, with a nice even 15,000 points, was the Entenmann's Louisiana Crunch Cakes. Smelling and sounding delicious right now.
Yes, would have been a tough one to write out in conventional trivia right there. So then we're down. They cracked the top 5. So I'm going to announce the 4th place finisher here, and that would be, as always, a team that goes way back. Dr. Andy's finishing up with a very nice score of 16,000 points, good enough for 4th place.
Absolutely. Add another 3,000 points onto that for a nice 19,000 points for the Rusty's Raiders. Coming in at 3rd place, Rusty's Raiders with 19,000 points.
Well, the crew in the colony could not crack the top 2 today, but we want to welcome and thank Rusty's Raiders for playing with us tonight, and want to remind you all that, again, Shilelagh will be doing a virtual show on July 10th with the whole Breezy crew, raising money for an unbelievable cause for wounded warriors. That's coming on up on July 10th, but it is now time for us to crown tonight's champions. And it came down to a team that is kind of almost always in the top 2. And that would be Fine By Me.
I was going to guess them. I have no idea what the scores are, but I was going to guess Fine By Me.
Fine By Me and his team called We Googled Shilelagh. We're duking it out today.
Wait a minute. Are we going to do a judge's inquiry?
I don't think we can.
Are they living up to that?
Any inquiries should occur tonight. I'm just happy we got to this point in this show tonight.
I'm going to inquire what's left in the fridge.
So again, it comes down to Fine By Me and We Googled Shilelagh. One team coming up with 20,500 points, and the other team with 23,000 points even. So I'm waiting for my drum roll, and I would love to crown tonight's champion. So again, it came down between Fine By Me and We Googled Shilelagh. Well, folks, we've done this lots of times in Lockyard, and I'm sorry to say we're going to do it again tonight from the studio in Broad Channel. Fine By Me, great job tonight, but not good enough. Good enough for 2nd place. You guys finished in 2nd place with 20,500 points, making We Googled Shilelagh tonight's champion. Congratulations, We Googled Shilelagh. Good job. You guys won tonight's Shilelagh DJs at Work Trivia Championship with 23,000 points. We know who's in charge of that team, and I know that you guys didn't Google, but that was a great name, and congratulations. Way to go, guys.
I gotta say, when I saw that they won, I had to look back and see the registration and see who it was on the team. And looking at who's running that team, I know for a fact they did not Google. So congratulations to We Googled Shilelagh.
Congratulations, we Googled.
Congratulations.
And Babe Ruth
Absolutely.
has joined the studio.
I got this
Just
hat
put
when I
a
was
cigar
4
in
years
that
old.
guy's mouth. He's had enough Guinness and JMO.
I'm
Give him a
shy.
cigar and he's definitely Babe Ruth.
Rich inspired me with that shirt he was wearing all night. What can I tell you, boys? All right, you know what?
folks.
Even though I'm gonna earn some points for next week, fellas.
There you go. You
Yes,
earn those
and
points. What
don't
I'm going to
forget,
do.
if you had a good time tonight, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook at DJs at Work Inc. Also, folks, be sure to look out on Shilelagh's Facebook page, and they do have a dormant YouTube channel that I'm sure will become lots more lively, especially on July 10th. So we will see you all. Have a wonderful week. Have a great Independence Day weekend. We live in the best country in the world. Don't forget that. It's time for a tremendous celebration. The country turns 244 on Saturday. We've had lots of fireworks so far in NYC. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more in store for Saturday. But God bless America, folks. God bless you all. Thanks so much for playing. We'll see you all next Wednesday. What's that?
How many drinks have you had? Are you cutting us down
I'm
tonight
sorry.
or what,
Hey,
pal?
man,
Hey.
you cut off my sidewalk? Come on, man.
You only know how old
Happy
the country is
birthday,
because you were
America.
born
Happy
the same
birthday,
year.
America.
All right.
Yeah,
Give
all right,
Dose a little sayonara here.
No
Dose,
problem,
you got
no
any
problem.
words for us? No, Tim, go ahead. I apologize. These Guinness have
No,
had the
you're
best of
good.
me. Danny,
Yeah,
I don't know how
all
you
good,
do it.
brother. We love you, man. You do a great job every week. Folks, have a wonderful week, a safe, happy, and healthy 4th of July. And yeah, we'll see you next Wednesday. And be sure to watch Shilelagh next Friday night, July 10th, as they hit you up in the virtual world. We're not sure if next week's theme is going to be another band or we'll be celebrating the red, white, and blue. Tune into our Facebook page. See you then.
Yes. Once again, Tim, we're going to give you Dose. Any words
Yep.
to say on this celebration weekend? We got to give you a couple of attaboys right now.
No, not at all. It's been great joining everybody tonight. It's been great to see the new teams from Shilelagh joining us. We hope that you will continue to play with us along as we have new themes every week. And I'll let you know the game normally doesn't go this long, but it's always a lot of fun, and we can't wait to have everybody back. Thanks very much, everybody. Happy birthday, America. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend.
Gary, Jack, Kahal, and everybody else. Have a great one.